Hey guys, Master is back with my very first Xbox One video for you, and I thought I'd jump straight in and show you some Forza Motorsport 5. And I picked up the console at our midnight release here in Australia, and I got it home and live streamed for a couple of hours. I've been doing a little bit more on the live stream lately, so if you haven't checked me out on Twitch TV, you can go over there and maybe chuck me a follow, because when I live stream, it means you've got a place where you can hang out in the chat and you can ask questions directly, and I answer them live. So it's very, very difficult now with the way YouTube has changed the comment system for me to answer questions. Jump on Twitter. I answer questions on Twitter just about all the time. So if you've got questions about the Xbox One, if you want me to test something, if you want me to show you something in a short video, I'll see if I can get it done. But like I said, doing a bit more of the live stream now, and it's a great place to connect with viewers, great place to connect with people with just the same interest in games. So definitely check those out. I'll have the links in the description. But anyway, let's see if we can talk to the Kinect and get it to launch Forza Motorsport 5 for us. Are you ready? Let's see if this works. Xbox, wake up. Xbox, go to Forza Motorsport 5. Oh, it worked. All right. The thing is, sometimes it's very sensitive and sometimes it's not. And we were playing the game on the live stream, and I was saying, oh, so I picked up an Xbox, and then it had come up on the screen like a voice command was ready to go. But when it works very, very well. You really have to get it calibrated properly. I don't really have a proper room to have this calibrated. You need a set of speakers to calibrate the Kinect, and I use a headset, which means I had to trick it into thinking I had speakers hooked up, which doesn't work properly. So definitely a living room device, not really made for a desk unless you have like a full speaker set up on your desk. But if you're a gamer like me that actually sits at a chair and plays on a monitor with a headset, the Kinect is a little tricky to set up. Anyway, let's get into some gameplay. So what we'll do is we'll just do a one-lapper. One lapper will do. And I'm going to hire a car. So this is the free play, and what you do in this one now is you've got a limited selection of cars that you can actually hire and take them for a lap. Now, I drove one of these in the live stream today and loved it, the Lamborghini Aventador. So we're going to take this for a bit of a burn again, and fantastic car. And where should we go? We might... Where we go? We'll go to a nice track, shall we? Take it up into the Alps. Let's go. Alright, there we go. So we'll take it up into the Bernese Alps. We'll launch it. Everything launches fairly quickly. The only thing that takes time is probably loading levels and loading graphics. Like these loading screens, while they are a break in the gameplay, it's not really that significant that it annoys me. And when the game is running, it's absolutely beautiful. 1080p 60 frames a second. Unfortunately, YouTube only supports 30 frames a second, but you'll still be able to see how clear it is. I will upload this in the highest quality 1080p that I possibly can. Anyway, let's see if we can get some racing happening. Alright, I've got all assists turned off, so I don't use traction control. I've got no ABS. I've actually got ABS on. That's the only thing I turned on before. ABS is on, but everything else is turned off. You get a much better feel for the car. So let's see how we go. I'll probably end up crashing now that I've said that. Let's go, Aventador. So this thing is incredibly stable. It's so fun to drive as well. One of the coolest things that I noticed when I first started live streaming and was talking to people in the stream was the thing that the new controller has is this technology they call haptic feedback, where what it is if you think about the rumble motors in a traditional Xbox or PS3 controller, they're basically down where your palms rest. So when your controller vibrates, it vibrates through your palms. Now with the Xbox One's new controller, they've got this thing they call haptic feedback, and I'm in the dirt. Yeah, what it is you've got to think what haptic feedback. And what it's done is they've got little tiny rumble motors that are actually attached to the left and right trigger, which sounds weird and annoying initially, but it's actually really cool, especially for a game like this. When you jump on the left trigger in this game, that's your brake, and if you jump on it too hard, it'll actually send a bit of a vibration through it, so you can feel the tyre under stress, which means that the tyre is just about to lock up. So you know you've jumped on the brakes way too hard. Even in some sections where you'll jump on the brakes and go over a little dip or a little bump in the road, you'll feel that bump just in the fingertip. It's an incredible little thing that they've added, but I think that with a lot of games they could probably make some good use out of that. Oh man, it's hard to live commentate and drive at the same time. This actually takes a fair bit of concentration, even though it doesn't look like it definitely does. Oh, we're a bit sideways through there. I like it. Oh, we're a bit more sideways there. We're sideways everywhere, son! Ah! That's how we rubbed the wall there. Oh, you handle it. There we go. Destroyed it. Alright, I might finish this lap and then I'll talk. Oh no, we got 2 laps. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, but I think for games like maybe Call of Duty, Battlefield, or anything that's basically a first-person shooter, it'd be a cool thing to add where maybe your weapon was low on ammunition, and instead of it just going click on the screen when it gives you the low ammo warning, you could actually have something that would just go tap on your trigger finger, so it'd give you a physical, a visual, and an audible reminder that your weapon is low on ammunition. I think it's such a small thing, but it's so incredibly cool that they've added that. Something that is also amazing that I can't believe they didn't blow up more and they didn't promote more was the fact that when I bought the games I got Dead Rising 3, the Day 1 edition, and I got the special limited edition of Forza Motorsport 5, and both of them come with redeemable codes, so you get some special extra DLC content. Now, traditionally with the Xbox 360 and pretty much for any other system, what you would need to do would be to scratch off that code and then pick up your controller and then use the D-pad to actually go click and type in a great big long 16-digit code or whatever. And it's not huge and not really time consuming, but it can be a bit frustrating. But with the Xbox, what it has now, I've got to be careful saying that, otherwise the Kinect will wake up. What it has now is it's got a feature with the Kinect where you can actually say, I won't say it, otherwise it turns the camera on, but what you can say is you can say redeem code, and what it will do is it will activate the Kinect camera, and then what you can do is the new codes for the Xbox One come with a little, I think they call it a QR square, and you can get apps for your mobile phone where it would read like this little sort of bitty looking barcode. The system will now do that with redeemable codes and DLC, which means you just hold it up in front of the Kinect, and in literally a second, it literally takes about 1 second, it goes code redeemed, items added to your download queue, which is amazing. I mean, that it sounds like such a simple thing, but to be able to just get the card, and it's probably going to work like that when you buy Xbox points and things like that now, or I suppose just buy Xbox cash. You go down, buy your card, come back, just say Connect redeem code, hold it up in front of it, and it just goes bang, and it just redeems it straight away, adds the money to your account, adds a DLC to your account. There's no more scratching off, there's no more fiddling, messing about typing in numbers. That's another thing I think they can really expand on. See if we can view a bit of a replay. It'll give you an idea of just how the car looks. So that was gameplay. I wanted to show you some actual recorded gameplay. This is being recorded on my Elgato Game Capture HD, and the software was recently updated. They did a bit more stability, a bit more things for the live stream, but definitely works with the Xbox One straight out of the box. So very, very good there for Elgato. But oh my goodness, I think I just breathed in some kind of animal. Anyway, I'll let you watch this and just to get a look at what the graphics look like. But I really wanted to show you gameplay. The gameplay, it really does look as good on the screen as it did in all of the trailers and the previews, which is a surprise. Generally, when you see the trailers and things, you're like, that's probably not what it's going to look like, and it actually does, man, and it looks even better. The fact that it runs in 1080p locked at 60 frames a second is beautiful. It sounds like such a small difference going from 720p 30 to 1080p 60, but it is a huge difference, especially if you have a nice monitor. But as far as things that have changed go, I mean, the controller is probably one of the nicest controllers I've held for a long time. It feels a lot like the old S-style controller from the original Xbox, which isn't a bad thing. It feels better in your palms. It sits better. I don't really like what they've done with the RB and LB buttons, where you can't push them from anywhere now. You can only push them from the very corner, which is a little bit of annoyance, depending on how you hold the controller. The analog sticks are slightly smaller, but the thing that tricks you into thinking they're much smaller is the amount of surface area that touches your thumbs is much smaller now, so they actually feel like they are tiny, but it also tricks you into thinking they're much more precise. So look at that drift action there. But anyway, if you have questions, anything like that, I'll try and get them. If you want videos, if you want to see how any features work, I'm happy to try it out. I'm sure there's going to be a plethora of videos coming out, but like I said, I've got it. I've been putting money on it for ages and ages and ages. I really wanted to get into it, and been playing a bit of Forza Motorsport 5, and I'm also going to do maybe a little bit of Dead Rising 3 with Colossus, my friend. He picked that up, and an Xbox One at the same time, so we might do a little bit of a mess around on Dead Rising 3. Also got Killer Instinct, and I've also got FIFA. I hate sport games, but I might install it and have a bit of a look. I ended up getting FIFA for free when I picked up the Xbox. I got the day one edition. So anyway, guys, Xbox One, do I like it? Yes. Do I like it better than console A, B, C, D? I mean, I don't care. I'm all about games. I have no loyalty to the systems. I'm loyal to the games. If there's a really good game that I can't miss playing on a PlayStation, I'll buy a PlayStation. If there's a really good game on a Wii that I can't miss playing, I'll go out and buy a Wii. I mean, if you're a gamer, you go where the games are. And right now, there's games on all of the platforms. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you've got questions, feel free to tweet them. Feel free to follow me on Twitch, where I've been doing a lot more live stuff, and you can hang out there live and get questions answered a lot quicker. And of course, Twitter. Tweet me your questions and I answer them, because I check Twitter just about every day. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. And until the next video, we'll see you later. Xbox, go home. See that shit?